This ghost blanket was everywhere on my feed, and I had to recreate one, a crochet version that is beginner friendly and so easy to recreate. This is my version. It is Ghost with the Most blanket, and you can even make this blanket without the ghosts and just have this gorgeous textured crochet blanket. But I've made this very beginner friendly, and of course it's free because every single one of my patterns are free. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this stitch and exactly how to make these cute ghosts. They are so cute. And of course, you don't have to do them. Like I said, it can be just this gorgeous fall, autumn, burnt orange crochet blanket with tons of texture, or you can add these cute ghosts to make it perfect for the Halloween season and use this as part of your Halloween decor. Now, I did use a hot glue gun for these ghosts because this is a decor blanket. I will get to that later and I will show you step by step exactly how to recreate these ghosts, which can be removed after if you just want it to be a fall blanket. I used Millhouse Super Bulky in the colorway Burnt Orange Heathers from my friends at We Crochet, and it's a bulky weight 6, which means it works up so quickly and flies off your hook. I'm going to go through this stitch step by step to show you exactly how to make this gorgeous textured blanket, and it is only single crochets, if you can believe that. It is so beautiful. Okay, so we're going to start with a chain of 12 just to get a swatch here going so I can show you exactly how this pattern works up. Now, the pattern link is below. It is free, so go ahead and click that for this free blanket pattern for this Ghost with the Most blanket. And it is very repetitive. Row 2 is what you will be repeating for the entire pattern. So after I've done this chain 12, I'm going to add single crochets in every stitch across. And then we're going to get to the repeating row, which is row 2. And this is the row that you're going to be doing for the entire blanket. Perfectly mindless, watching your show. It's a perfect blanket for that. Okay, starting row 2, we are going to add a single crochet in that first stitch. We're going to skip the next one. And then we are going to add 3 single crochets in that stitch right there. So a 3 single crochet cluster, and then we are going to skip 2. And then we're going to add another 3 single crochet cluster. So this row is really skip 2, 3 single crochets in the next stitch. Skip 2, 3 single crochets in the next stitch. That is your repeat until you get to 2 single crochets at the end of your row, which is right there. Then you're going to add a single crochet in the last stitch of the row and chain 1, and you're going to turn. That's it. That is actually the entire pattern of the blanket. So you're going to repeat that row 2 again, 1 single crochet in the first stitch. We're going to skip 1, and then we're going to add 3 single crochets in the next. And then you're going to be repeating that skip 2, 3 single crochets in the next, and you're going to keep doing that until you end with 2 single crochets at the end of your row. So there you go, skip 2, add 3 single crochets. So you can see how quickly this blanket will work up, and it looks way more complicated than it is. Add a single crochet at the end of that row, chain 1, and turn. And that really is it for the entire blanket. You're going to add a single crochet to that first one, skip that one, add 3 there. Then you're going to skip 2, add 3 there, skip 2 again, add 3, then you have 2, and you're going to end off with 1 single crochet, chain 1, and continue on. So such an easy beginner blanket. And again, this works up really quickly and works with any bulky yarn. So if you want to make a blanket for anyone at any time and you have some bulky yarn, this is a perfect pattern that will work for really any occasion. I love the way this works up, and it also works up so quickly. I love when I finish a crochet blanket. It's so satisfying, and I love gifting crochet blankets. So this one is so great because it works up so quickly and it's so easy to do. Now we are going to add on the ghosts. So if you're not doing this, feel free to just stop and just crochet that blanket. But these cute ghosts are also made with Millhouse Super Bulky, and I used the colorway Tan Heather. And again, this is bulky 6, so it's a great yarn. You need some scissors for this. You will also need a glue gun. Now, this is optional. You can absolutely sew this entire thing together. You're going to need felt in the shape of a ghost. What I did was I cut out a piece of cardboard that I wanted my ghost to be the exact size, and I traced that in my felt and I cut it out so they were all the exact same size. You're also going to cut some strands of your bulky yarn. The length doesn't really matter as long as it's longer than your felt, because you're going to end up trimming it I have these cute foam stickers. These worked perfectly for the eyes, and you can also just use black felt and cut out some circles. Okay, so let's put these together. So I've got my glue gun and I'm going to show you how to attach the yarn to the felt. It's quite easy. We're just adding some strips of hot glue and we're going to be pressing the yarn on top of the felt. I want to say this again. This blanket is meant for decor. It's part of my Halloween decor and it comes out maybe for 30 days, lies on my couch, and I don't machine wash it. I will spot wash it if needed. So in order for you to have a blanket that you use every day, or you may want to throw in the washing machine, which you absolutely can with a crochet blanket, obviously I wouldn't use hot glue or stickers for the eyes. So this is truly meant for decor. I use this for my Halloween decor and I put it away once November 1st hits. It's stored away with all of my other Halloween decorations. But as we're going along here, we're just adding rainbows of hot glue and adding that yarn around just like that. And now you can see that the length of the yarn doesn't necessarily matter because we're going to be trimming that shortly. Once you get that last piece of yarn on, you may find that the felt at the back sticks out a little bit. So what I like to do is I like to trim around the back of it just so that the felt is not seen at all. Now you can clearly pick a color that maybe matches your yarn perfectly. This is the one I had on hand, which isn't too bad, but you can clearly just not see it once I trim it. And then for the easy part, we're going to just trim off the ends of the yarn just to match underneath that felt. So you don't want to go too close to the felt because you don't want to see the felt. So we want to do just a little bit past. We want to trim off all those ends and that will give you your cute ghost. But really, that's it. And then we are going to be adding some eyes with that. And we're using these stickers that I had mentioned. You can get black felt and cut out some circles and do that as well. And with felt as well, you can sew this all together. So what I would do is I would pin all the yarn all around, and then I would go ahead and sew them all on. This would take longer, but it also will make this blanket last longer. But for decor purposes, I think this is a great solution and it will just come out during Halloween. But I just ended up actually hot gluing all of the ghosts that I wanted on my blanket very gently. And then I was able to pull them off if I wanted to. But you can definitely sew them on your blanket. Whatever way suits you best, please go ahead and do that. But now you know how to make this gorgeous blanket and the ghosts if you want it. There it is, the Ghost with the Most blanket. It's a free pattern on my blog. Pattern link down below. Check out othcrochetnook.ca for 80 plus free patterns. Until next time, see ya.